welcome to India Post Live, India's first online live news interactive conversation web portal. I'm Hisyong Mubutia. Well, today we're going to talk about superstar Rajnikant's much talked about movie Kochariya. Well, the movie finally hit the big screens on May 23rd after multiple delays. Well, there have been some mixed responses to the movie. Well, is Kochariya only meant for hardcore Rajni fans, or is it worth your penny? We take a look.
Superstar Rajnikant's multilingual movie Kochariya, which is now running across the globe, has received mixed reviews from various quarters. The 3D performance capture animation film, which also stars Deepika Padukone, Jackie Shroff and Shobhana, grossed over $9 million in its first week at the Indian box office. Overseas, however, the movie failed to impress. It only managed to gross about $7 million in the first 3 days, which is much below the previous Rajnikant releases abroad, such as Shivaji and Entiran. In its journey of 12 days, Kochariya has grossed over $14 million worldwide. Rajni fans and critics took to Twitter to review the film. Girish Johar wrote, "Kochariya has a good plot which unravels like a very good masala film. Plus, has all the superstar Rajni sir's grand style and flavour." Muthukumar commented, "Just now watched Kochariya. Nice story, but the worst thing is the animation. Nagesh sir, body language was superb. Background score was awesome by A.R. Rahman." Ajay wrote, "Kochariya, a brilliantly well-executed movie that pleases you until the very end. Talaivar excels. 3.75 out of 5. The working factors for the success of Kochariya is undoubtedly the star power of Rajnikant. But the question is, did he fail to charm? Can that actually happen? Or was it his new avatar as an animated hero that disappointed fans?"
Well, to take this conversation forward, I have with me in the studio Mr. B. Diwakar. Welcome, sir. He is a cinematographer and professor at Jamia Millia University, and also Arun Anand. Welcome to the show, sir. He's a senior journalist and an author. I'm also joined online by Jeenia Banerjee from Kolkata. Jeenia is the administration head of Maya Academy of Advanced Cinematics, Chowringhee. Welcome to India Post Live, ma'am. I'm also joined on Skype by on Hangout, Pradeep Kumar Roy from Kolkata. He is the academic head of Maya, Rashberry Avenue. Welcome, Pradeep, to India Post Live.
Hi.
Hi. And I'm also joined by Arjuna from Sri Lanka. Arjuna, well, he is a big die-hard Rajni fan. Okay, let me come to you, Professor Diwakar, first. Have you seen the movie?
Well, I've seen it in bits and pieces. I haven't had the patience to sit through it right through the film. Actually, you see, I think one of the, as I predicted in my earlier chat on the same show, that one of the problems with the entire film is that you see, I mean, you feel you're looking at a plastic image. It looks like a cutout. It doesn't have the see. I mean, the highlights of Rajini's performance is always, his animated movements,
yes,
and the way he twitches his eyes and turns his entire body and things like that. Now, an animated motion capture image can do it, but it will not have the perfection as, or the response that the human has.
Yes.
And also, you see, the human being, and Rajnikant himself, he's got a very arresting personality. Now, the cutout, I mean, or the motion capture image remains an image, all said and done. It doesn't have the liveliness of the original person.
So, Professor Diwakar, do you think had the movie been made in real flesh and blood, do you think the movie would have done better?
Oh yes, there's no doubt about it.
Okay, Mr. Anand, let me come to. Do you think the movie has been able to live up to its hype, and after so many delays, fans were eagerly waiting for the for the movie to release? Do you think it has been able to live up to its hype?
See, the first thing is that whenever there is a Rajnikant movie, it has its own benchmark. So generally, whenever we look at it in terms of the box office returns or the popularity, the expectations are too high basically from a Rajnikant movie. One is that. So on that parameter, I don't think that it has been able to come up to the mark. Second is because this movie also has a major problem. It's a technology driven movie. The movie has to be, you know, largely script driven, and technology only has to come basically and bring in the value addition. But here it seems an attempt has been made. The means have become an end in itself. The technology which they have used, and unfortunately that technology also has not produced a world class product. You know, as a viewer, if I go to a multiplex and if I pay the same amount of money which I paid for Avatar, I would expect, you know, the same kind of quality in the animation. So that also is missing. And then in the script there are too many subplots. So sometimes, you know, the movie gets basically lost in that. So that way, but still I would say it's a bold attempt, and it's the first of its kind. So we must basically give due credit to the whole team for that.
So have you seen the movie, sir?
I have.
So I mean, what do you think of the animation part?
See-
Because the technology that they have used to make Kochariya, the same technology has been, I mean, Hollywood films like Avatar and Tintin.
See, it's above average, but it's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
Okay, Professor Diwakar, let me just come to you. Some say that, Saundarya, she said that I wanted to immortalize the legend, my father, when in the movie. But there are some reviews saying that it's actually a legend trapped in animation. What do you have to say about that?
You see, whenever a person acts on film that's on an optical negative, then automatically he becomes immortal, because you see, the negative never perishes unless you wantonly destroy it. Even after 100 years or so, the negative remains intact. And if it is kept and preserved in proper temperature conditions and according to the normal keeping qualities of a negative, if it's preserved very well, then the person is immortal in any case. Now, she didn't have to immortalize him by doing it in animation.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, it's only an argument, I would say, but I don't subscribe to that argument.
I think it's more of a marketing strategy, this kind of a thing to attract the viewers. Because you don't need, for great actors who have not been basically captured like this. So there have been people who have been immortalized. If you take example of, people like Raj Kapoor or people like Dilip Kumar, they are immortalized. You don't need to.
So you're trying to say that there's no need to immortalize a superstar like Rajinikanth in, is that?
See, I would say he is already reached at that level.
Yeah.
So you don't need to do that. I would see it as more of a marketing gimmick.
Okay, let me come to you, Gina. Hi, Gina, can you hear me? Hello?
Oh,
Yeah, hi. Welcome to India Post Live.
yeah, hi.
Hi. So yeah, we're just discussing about Kochariya and the technical aspect of it. What do you think of the technology that has been used in the movie? Are you impressed with the technology?
Yeah, definitely. I'm impressed because I think that this is the first Muslim movie based on motion capture.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely it is really appreciable, this kind of effect. But there's some improvisation are really required in terms of the color scheme is not that we can improvise. Actually, the happiness is missing somewhere around.
Okay.
So to make it much more effective, we have to look into the lighting and the character demonstration part to provide.
Okay. Can I get? Yeah. Thank you, Gina. Can I get Pradeep online?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hello, Pradeep.
Hi.
Hi. Pradeep, tell me one thing. Do you think the Indian cinema is ready for such a technology? Do you think we have the manpower, the skilled manpower to harness such technology?
See, in India, we have that technology, and these days it is not like we have to work in India or we can go out of. So we can hire the outside studios or. Yeah, one more thing I would like to say that if we talk about Rajinikanth, so the kind of action which were done in the screen, it is very difficult for him to carry on with everything. So probably I think for that we made a character where we can do all kinds of action. Because if we make a 3D character, we can make him out do anything.
Yeah. So, and what do you think, is the Indian audience ready for, such a technology? I mean, are we ready to accept?
See, previously also Rajnikant
Okay,
Good. Yeah, I do agree with certain things like with William Ramos, like the texturing certain areas of this particular movie, and also if you see the environment, the location of mountains and all, they were not really done in this way. So they would have much better.
Sound like Rajini.
So yeah, so Pradeep is saying that though the audio was not too good, but he was. I mean, what I could get a sense of out of it was like maybe the technology aspect. I think we need to work. In
I think more than the technology part of it, I think it was, you see, the kind of the finishing is not there. For example, what he was referring to is the background. You see?
the background.
Now
Yes.
the background paintings, etc. They could have been little more involvement and little more professional feel to it. It looks somewhere, it has an amateurish feel to it. It doesn't have that finish. That I think is the essential problem. Because when you're doing a 3D image, because you have to think in terms of the foreground action as well as the background action. Now, if your background does not sustain, then it doesn't make any sense.
Okay, Mr. Dev. We have Arjuna from Sri Lanka. Hello, Arjuna. Welcome to India Post Live. Okay. Hello, Arjuna. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi. Welcome
Can
to
you hear
India
me?
Post Live.
Can you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh,
Welcome to India Post Live, Arjuna.
uh,
Okay. Where are you calling from in Sri Lanka? Where exactly?
I'm calling from Jaffna,
Okay.
north part of Sri Lanka. Yeah.
Okay, so we're just discussing Rajnikant's latest release, Kochariya, and I believe you're a big fan of Rajnikant. So have you seen the movie, and give us your perspective on the movie?
Yeah, so far I watched Kochariyan for 8 times in a big screen.
8 times.
Yeah, 5 times in 3D and rest of the times in 2D. Yeah, in Sri Lanka, we have the amazing response
Okay.
from the audience. Yeah, from the audience, we have the amazing response all over the parts of Sri Lanka.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reason is so simple. Because of Rajnikant.
Because of Rajnikant.
Yeah, because of the Talavar name is enough. So Rajnikant's presence alone is enough to pull people towards the big screen.
And
That kind of charisma and star power that Talavar carries for more than 30 years in the industry. So that is Rajnikant's presence alone is enough to pull people towards the big screen. That's why the movie is going very successfully.
okay. So Arjuna, we were just discussing about how some say that it's a Saundarya said that I wanted to immortalize my father in this movie, but some say that it's actually a legend trapped in an animation. What do you have to say about that?
No, actually, it's not a question about the legend trapped into animation. Actually, this is a very first attempt because Kochariyan created a whole new industry in the Indian cinema. So it's just a beginning. So Superstar just created the whole new industry. So we should appreciate it. Rather than criticize, we should appreciate the first attempt. Such a brave attempt is it.
And Arjuna, also tell me, do you have any idea about how the movie is doing well? Is doing in other parts of the world?
No, actually, for the first 3 days, the opening grosser in foreign countries alone, movie grossed 12 crores. According to Eros official box office report, they stated that the first 3 days opening of the movie in India, its movie grossed around 30 crores, and meantime the movie grossed 12 crores in abroad, such UK, USA, Australia,
Yes,
France.
yes.
So in foreign countries alone, the movie grossed 12 crores in first 3 days in box office.
So yeah,
So
Arjuna,
for the first, for the first attempt for an animation movie, this type of big collection all around the globe is only possible because of Rajinikanth.
only because of Rajnikant. So yeah, Arjuna, tell me, like,
because of his star power and charisma and the way he pulled fan towards the big screen, it's all just magic. So because of Rajinikanth only, this type of such victory.
Okay, on the note, interesting thing that since you watched the movie 8 times, yeah. So what was the best part about the movie that you liked, and also the fact that, hello Arjuna. Okay, we seem to have some problem with the connection. Yeah, so there is a big Rajnikant fan who watched the movie 8 times. I mean, so but
He's a real diehard fan.
yeah, he is a real guy. But so, do you think but that he is talking about that brand Rajni is enough for any movie to to work? But do you think had it been some other actor, or be it a Bollywood movie or any Tollywood movie, do you think had it not been Rajnikant, the movie would have had the same success so far? I mean, if they use the same technology.
Actually, it's a difficult question to answer, because you see, Rajni has been in the industry for almost 30 years now, and over the last 3-4 decades, he's been, his power, his drawing power is established, and he has a brand image. Actually, what is happening is that you get the initial draw when people come into the auditorium, but then the interest should sustain throughout the period of the film. You see, the film is it's a long film.
Yeah.
It's about 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Now, during the entire 3-hour period, if the interest does not sustain, and if the interest sags in between, that is when the audience gets distanced from the screen.
Yes.
Now, I feel that had it not been motion capture and had the real Rajini been there, then the returns would have been much better and much more strong. Of course, it's a technology-driven film, and we should evaluate it as a technology-driven film. And from that point of view, I think it's quite good. And but then, as Anand was saying, you see, you are exposed to a global world, and you have international films coming. So our standard has gone up. I mean, all the audience who are fans and cinema buffs, they all would have gone and seen Avatar. So
I've seen Avatar and Tintin both.
So people would look at it from that scale. They look for that kind of a perfection, that kind of a quality, and that kind of a finish in the film. Now that is what is somewhere there's a slip between the cup and the lip.
See, I just want to add one thing in this. See, it's also this movie is also a big business venture. There's a huge amount. It's one of probably the most expensive film which has been made in India so far. So much of money has been put in. When you put in so much of money and so much is at stake, then you tend to take a cult figure like Rajnikant, because that assures you that okay, you are going to at least cut down your losses, or you are going to at least recover your cost.
Yeah, I was just coming to because the movie has been made on the total budget is $21 million. So do you think, and so far it has made in 12 days it has made $14 million worldwide. Do you think it's gonna in the coming weekend it's gonna pick up again with more releases coming in, because Heropanti is also doing well, so there's a competition. I mean, even Heropanti is giving competition to a Rajnikant movie. So do you think the movies, for a Rajnikant movie, $14 million in 12 days, do you think that is way below Rajnikant? I mean, the expectations?
See, I wouldn't say that. What has happened, like in Andhra, it has kind of basically it didn't had such a good kind of collection, In Tamil Nadu, of course, it's doing very well. In North India, it's not doing so well. In Karnataka, it did decently well.
In Kerala as well.
In Kerala also. But then it's a movie which has been released, I believe, at almost 2,000 screens worldwide. So then you have, you know, countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, and then there is Europe. So overall, of course, it will recover this thing. But you know what surprises me is that I didn't see an aggressive marketing campaign. But maybe they might have done that in Tamil Nadu or this thing, but I didn't see. When you are releasing a multilingual film in 6 languages, so then you need to do, you know, a lot of aggressive marketing campaign. I didn't see that kind of aggressive marketing campaign, and I think that is one of the reasons that people have not been able to connect with the movie. You see, the name of the movie itself is a tongue twister for most of the North Indians.
Yes, I mean, even for me, it's you know, pretty.
So-
Pretty difficult to, you know,
And
pronounce.
if as compared to that, you know, off late, if you see like a lot of Hindi movies which are coming, they have, you know, the typical bolchal ki bhasha, what you
Yes.
say, in the language which we use, kind of a English kind of a thing which we use, which makes sense. So that, you know, all these factors come together. And also, you know, there is also one more problem with this movie, the genre. It's neither basically a movie which is focusing on kids like Krish or Amazing Spider-Man, nor it is a movie which is kind of basically focused only on probably the adults. And so there's a lot of confusion about the genre of this movie also. I think that also has affected. But still, you know, even with all these factors, if this movie has been able to make this much money and has been able to make such a splash, it could only be because of Rajnikant.
Okay, well, all you Rajni fans, what do you think? Send us your comments to www.indiapostlive.com. You can also send us your video message to India Post Live. You can also send us your tweets to @IndiaPostLive or #IndiaPostLive. That's our Twitter handle. You can also go to our Facebook page and leave your comments there. Okay, Miss Genia, can I go to Miss Genia? Yeah. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah. So we're just talking about the, you know, we were just discussing about how, you know, just because it's Rajnikant's movies, that's why Kocharia is, you know, doing a pretty good job, you know. But do you think the movie, you know, I mean, you know, do you think that the makers of Kocharia have used the technology to its, you know, full capabilities?
You are talking about the fullest, whether they have utilized
whether
the
you
technology.
have fully utilized the technology.
Yeah, I got your point. Actually, see, being a part of MAC, we have produced too many students who have worked in different, you know, big production houses, and they have served for Tron, Skyfall, Avengers, these kind of movies. So they are quite equipped with the, you know, technology and all. But apart from that, because of the storyline, I believe it's not up to the mark. We are still, you know, moving around some theme based on historical part. We can also introduce few things based on science fiction or something unique, like Wali and all this kind of thing. That can be more accepted in industry. And also regarding the, you know, animation part, if we consider the motion capture is quite okay. But animation part, if we consider, few jerks have been observed in the, you know, characters, and also the cloth simulation. These are the macro level analysis I'm talking about. That is not up to the mark. If we consider a movie like Tintin, which is also based on
Yes.
motion capture, the quality is totally different.
Yes,
And you
definitely.
know, maximum movies, it has been outsourced from India-based production houses. Even our student, he has backed Oscar for, you know, the entire team has backed an Oscar for the movie Life of Pi. So they have that quality to perform like this. But yes, the direction and all this time factor and some other, you know, factors are there, which is somehow is responsible for the appeal, which is not exactly there if we consider the film like Frozen, Tangle, Shrek, and all this kind of thing. Some that factor is missing. So, but even after that, we should appreciate as a first effort to create this kind of movie, and definitely maybe after 3-4 years, we'll be getting much more better quality in this arena.
Oh, okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us in India Post Live with your
Most
thoughts and
welcome.
comments. Pradeep, can I have Pradeep? Yeah,
Yeah,
Pradeep, your last thoughts and comments on the, you know, the technical aspect. You know, do you think, you know, that we're gonna see another Indian movie? Hello, Pradeep. Okay, Miss. Okay, Arjuna.
Yeah.
Hi, yeah. You
Yeah,
just,
hello. Yeah.
yeah. So you have watched the movie. Hello, Arjuna.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello,
You've
hello.
you've seen the movie 8 times, right? So
Yeah.
tell us about what was the best part about the movie that you liked, and also where you thought maybe it would have been better.
It would have been better in certain parts of animation in the movie. Because there are certain barriers for making the movie. This is actually the first attempt, in Indian cinema. Barriers. First is time duration. Time duration is the first barrier, because always Rajin fans, we expect the movie should release within 1 year or within 1.5 years, like that. Motion capture technology requires very long period. So 7 years actually the technology needs. That time of very long time duration, the technology needs. So even a lot of Salavar fans, we forced, through Twitter, through Facebook, that we forced the crew why they, making late the release of movie and all. Second thing is budget. Budget is a limitation. So with these type of limitations, I think the
Okay. Arjuna, I'll just get back to you on that. So, Dr. Diwakar, he is a big Rajni fan. So even he seems to have agreed. He is agreeing to the fact that the technology. They would have. They should have used the technology to the fullest. Because he is not really. I think I can get the sense that he is not really impressed with the technology. So.
Yeah, because the more number of times you see it, your errors show up all the more time. You notice the error first, and then you keep looking for it again and again, and then you are able to identify the errors much more. But then, I think the essential point is that to sustain interest over a period of 2.5 hours is not easy.
So yeah, Mr. Anand, do you think because the movie has had like over a dozen delays before? Do you think that in any way had an impact on on the movie success?
No, I wouldn't look at it like that. I would look at it like in India, the kind of Indian audience we have, any movie is successful when you have when the movie makes an emotional connect with the audience. This movie has a technological connect or technical connect with the audience, but it doesn't have that kind of emotional connect with the audience. And somehow the soul, there has to be a soul in the movie. That soul seems to be missing, to at least when I watched the movie. So it's a very cut and dry kind of, as if I'm watching basically more of an animation kind of thing. So though A.R. Rahman has given brilliant music in this,
music is much talked
yeah,
about.
but still, I would say somehow that soul has got missing, and that is what. And in India, a movie is like a complete thali. You have to have every ingredient in that if it has to be a box office success. So somehow that emotional connect is missing, and also I think because the story has been set in a particular time period, and in a particular cultural context, to which there are a lot of audience who are not from that cultural context, they can't connect. So that also has kind of played a role. That also kind of have dampened the thing. But I would still say that full marks to them to take such a bold step, to spend so much money and come out with this thing. I think that's really a bold step, and it's a game changer for Indian film industry.
So would you recommend the movie? Do you think non-Rajni fans, I mean of course die-hard Rajni fans would anyway, I believe that they would go and watch the movie, but do you think for non-Rajni fans also the movie is worth the watch?
I think in India now there are people who like Rajni and who really like Rajni. So there are no people who are actually there won't be many people who can say that who don't like Rajnikant. But I would definitely recommend, because it's kind of a first attempt, the kind of technology which they have used, and also it's a good one-time watch movie.
It's a good one-time.
It's a paisa vasool movie, good one-time watch movie.
So on that note, it's time to. We have to wrap up the show. Well, I thank my guest Arjuna for joining us on India Post Live, and also Dr. Arun Anand and also Dr. B. Diwakar. Thank you so much, sir, for coming to our show. Well, the conversations continue on India Post Live. Do send us your thoughts and comments on www.indiapostlive.com. Also send us your tweets to @IndiaPostLive or #IndiaPostLive. That's our Twitter handle. Also, you can also send us your video message to our, you can post your video message to www.indiapostlive.com. You can also go to our Facebook page and post your comments there. Well, on that note, thank you so much for watching this show. Stay tuned for more.